Okay, so we're getting towards the end of our goat feeder build here, which is going to be a square bale hay holder that will be able to put hay in to keep it up off the ground so we don't have so much waste when feeding these goats over the winter. And what we're looking at is taking this IBC tote and cutting the top off to use it as a rain cover, like a roof for this hay feeder. But this tote cleaned up a lot better than we expected. So instead of just taking the top off, I think we have a plan for what to do with the rest of this tote to also help our goats out. So stick with me as we cut the top off this, finish up the hay feeder, and let's see if we can't make a goat house out of the bottom portion of this IBC tote. So what we're going to do now is take a basic skill saw and try to cut a somewhat straight line all the way around the top of this thing to get the lid off. Okay, so we've got the top cut off of our IBC tote to make the rain cover for our hay feeder. Now we're left with the bottom portion of this tote, and we've been debating what to do with it. Didn't really want to use it for water catchment, not knowing what had been in it. But I think a good alternative would be to cut a U shape in the front portion right here. So we'll just cut a U out right there. We'll leave the spout for the drain. It'll be at the top back now. We'll flip this thing over. We'll flip this thing over to where the open portion will be at the ground. And I think we can make us a pretty good little goat house out of it. We're going to take just a regular jigsaw here and see if we can cut a somewhat symmetrical U-shaped door in the front of this thing for the goats to use. It's not perfect, but it works. So now with that opening cut in the front, the drain spout in the back to make for ventilation coming out. I think that'll give us a pretty good little shelter for the goats. We'll move that into the goat barn. Might have to disassemble one of the pallets to make room to get it in. Not sure if I'll be able to fit it the way it is. But let's try to get it out there and see if we can get it to fit inside the shed. That way the goats will have a nice place to stay warm in the coming months. So the rain's setting in, but there we go with our IBC tote goat house. Thought about putting it inside of the shed to where it would be covered, but really I think it makes more sense to leave it out. That way they have the whole shed to stay under, to stay dry. Then they'll also have this extra house outside as another dry place they can get to. Okay, so instead of leaving this IBC tote just sitting on the ground, we put this solid pallet, looks like it was just made out of 2x4s, down, and then we secured the IBC tote to the pallet fence here to keep it from coming off of that pallet. That'll give us the ability to keep the goats up off the ground, keep them dry, and then we're going to put some bedding in here, keep it warm for them. All right, that should keep them up off the ground, keep them dry, give them a nice soft spot to stay warm and stay out of the weather. Like we do a lot of our projects, doesn't always have to be pretty. Let's make it economical, let's make it functional. It's the old saying that if it's stupid and it works, it ain't stupid.
Hey, it's the Family Adventure. If you found this video useful, entertaining, or just want to show your support to the channel, be sure to hit that like button. Let us know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel and be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you get updates every time we upload new content. Again, we wanted to thank you for being here. Hope you enjoy.